Hi everyone, it's Fitz with a daily delivery, recording this at Bramlage Coliseum following Kansas State's 74-73 loss to Iowa State. That put the Wildcats in a really horrible position if they intend on getting into the NCAA tournament. Those hopes are probably basically dead unless the Wildcats can win the Big 12 tournament. K-State is now at 500 on the season and well below 500 in Big 12 play at 6-10. It's going to be a season of close but not quite good enough. But a guy that has been good enough, Nijel Pack. This kid is absolutely phenomenal. He is one of the purest shooters, shot creators for himself at the three-point line, outside shots that I've seen in K-State history. And I have mentioned this before, but I truly believe that he reminds me the most of Mike Evans. And for you fellow old farts out there, you know how special Mike was. He predated the three-point line, so God knows how many points. He would still be the career point leader if they did have the three-point line back when he played, but he could get himself open from 20, 25 feet quite often with an incredible turnaround jumper from that distance. Just knew how to create his own shot, and we saw that repeatedly in this game. Pack ends up with 32 points against the Cyclones. Just an incredible day for Nijel, including the three-pointer at the buzzer that made this game a little bit closer at 74-73. 11 of 15 from the field, 6 of 9 from three-point range, 4 of 5 from the free throw line. Did have 6 turnovers as Iowa State pestered him quite a bit throughout this game. 32 points, as I mentioned. But here's what's really interesting. Nijel Pack was 6 of 9 from 3. The rest of the team was 8 of 25. And in fact, the first of those other 2 three-pointers came with, I think, 10:04 left in the game. So for 30 minutes, Nijel Pack was almost completely carrying this team on his own. K-State wasn't good enough to get the win. Now, as I mentioned in my walk and talk after the game on Saturday, and if you haven't seen it, please go back and watch that. It's going to take a lot. If Gene Taylor was really being truthful when talking about getting to the NCAA tournament as a must for this team, not getting close, but getting into the NCAA tournament, maybe I'm parsing those words a little bit too strictly, but I think it was a get in or don't get in type thing. And that's the best way to do it if you're Gene. It's out of your hands. You get in, you stay. If you don't, you don't. Weber's frustration after the game would indicate that probably that's exactly what it is, and he knows that it pretty much comes down to winning the Big 12 tournament to save his job. And a lot of you are really worried Nijel Pack will transfer. And I just want to point out a couple things. First of all, Nijel Pack might transfer anyhow. That's what kids do. And second of all, wait to see who they hire if Bruce is gone. You just never know.